was posted in Haryana those days, Sonipat. I got a call from the hospital from a few colleagues. They said something really gruesome had happened. Girl had been stabbed 18 times. She had died on the spot. A brother who was 7 was stabbed close to 5 to 7 times. Came back to my office. I don't know if it was the alcohol or what. I was quite sloshed. And one young man knocked at my door. I said, "Come in." He didn't come in, he just kind of fell in. He was pissed drunk. Came straight up to me. Straight to me. Looked into my eyes and he said, "I'm Dharmendra. I killed that girl. I was madly in love with her." He said, "Take me in, I have killed her. Why the fuck are you not taking me in?" I asked him to sit down. I didn't even have to ask him again. He just started ranting off. He said it all started a couple of months back. He said he used to run a photo studio. This little girl, she was 14. She had come to his studio for a couple of photographs with her friends. He said there was nothing there. I clicked the photographs, I left them. But when I went into my dark room to wash them, girl, whatever she was, it immediately caught my fancy. I knew she was the one, he said. I was so madly in love with her in that moment that I turned every other photograph in my dark room to hers. Every other body, every other photograph had her face. I was in love. He said he didn't leave that room for a week. In his head he believed that they were in love with each other. He created this fantasy. Finally, a week later he came out of there to the real world. He started following her around. He was stalking her. He'd leave love letters outside her house. Each time she was about to leave home, he'd leave a letter there. A letter written in blood. She was too scared to tell her parents. Her parents were orthodox and they would have done something drastic like taken her out of school or something, stopped her from going. She kept avoiding this man. He followed her everywhere. She changed her route to school. She asked her brother to help her all the time, to be with her at all times. This man just didn't stop stalking her. Dharmendra wouldn't stop. He just wanted an answer. He just wanted a response from Neelam. Dharmendra had had enough. One day he stopped her. He held her. He said, "I've got photographs of you." He had made these fake photographs of her. Her face of naked women. He said, "These are the photographs I have of you. If you don't meet me tomorrow in the park, I will go and give this photograph to everyone in your school. I'll also give them to your parents." She was a 14-year-old girl. She was shit scared. She didn't know what to do. She agreed. She said she'd see him in the park. She asked her brother to come along. 7-year-old tot. He said he'd watch from a distance, he'd protect his sister. As soon as she reached, Dharmendra told her how much he loved her. She didn't understand all that. She was a smart kid. So as a reflex, as a response, she just concocted a a fake story. She said she was in love with this man from the army and her parents were going to get her married to. Dharmendra, being the crazy man that he was, he bought it. He quietly handed all the photographs to her. He said, alright, it's over between us, you can go. She turned around and she was about to leave and he said, Neelam? As soon as she turned around, he stabbed her, not once, not twice, but 18 fucking times. By now the little brother came to help. He got stabbed too, 5, 7, 10 times. By the time Neelam was taken to the hospital, she was declared dead. The little brother was fighting for his life. Dharmendra finished his impressive story, stood up in front of me and said, take me in. I don't want to do this anymore. She's gone. I did take him in. Today Dharmendra is serving time in a jail somewhere in Haryana. He's in solitary confinement. He's only allowed one walk a week, that too accompanied by a policeman. He keeps saying this thing, he keeps blabbering the same thing. He keeps saying, how could she have married that man from the army, she was mine. So I killed her. At least that way she couldn't be anybody else's. And I'll definitely see her in my afterlife. I feel defeated in saying this, but there is no hope for Dharmendra.